What's up there, YouTubers and fellow riders? You guys saw the product review, now it's time to get it in. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the wheel off and doing an inspection of the rotor. You can see that it's all grooved up, and you can actually hear, well, besides the fan in the background, you can actually hear my nail getting caught on some of these grooves. They're pretty deep grooves. Also, I wanted you to take note that these buttons actually don't spin anymore. They are all seized up, and that's all bad because this is a semi-floating rotor, and these need to be free and give this wiggle room in order to work as expected. But almost all of these buttons are stuck. Alright, so what we're going to want to do here in this job is basically remove these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts right here. Now, these bolts, you know, they have been in here for some time. You want to be careful that you don't snap them in place. So as you're trying to loosen them, it might be wise to spray in some lubricant inside here and to loosen these bolts up, because the last thing you want to do is snap a bolt inside here and then you're really up shit creek having to try and remove one of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and lube these up with some PJ Blaster, I think it is, some lubricant, and see if I can go ahead and get these out without any trouble. So, and that's all the replacing your rotors is the fact that you just need to remove these bolts, remove the old rotor, slap in the new one, put in your bolts. You always want to make sure you use some thread locker on here as well, so these don't back out on you. And yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so this completes the installation of the new brake rotors, and I want to mention that every time you change your rotors, or you know, not that you're going to be doing it quite often, but every time you do change your rotors, you want to make sure you slap in some new brake pads with your rotor exchange. And just for the simple fact that this is a brand new surface, it's flush, it's not grooved in any way, and it's going to complement your stopping power with your new rotors. Kind of wanted to give you show you an example of what my current brake pads look like as they sit inside here. Now you can catch the reflection. I'm not quite sure if you can see it. Maybe I'll just take them out. You're going to see the actual rotor, or the actual pads, have marks on them, groove marks, and you know, that's the groove marks means there's indentations in the pad, and you're not going to get a tight, nice flush grab on the rotor with groove marks in there. So it's always good to go ahead and change out the pads with every fresh rotor install. So once again, as always, this is the Chemist. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like this tutorial. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell to get my updates as I go through go through my bike and perform these minor things here and there. And if you're feeling generous and if my videos helped you out in any way, the donation link is in the descriptions. And to any of these parts and stuff like that, I'll be sure to go ahead and where I purchased the actual rotors, I'll go ahead and list that in the descriptions as well. As always, this has been the Chemist, and I'll see you next problem.